Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for joining us. Hey, if you're listening right now and you're on Spotify or on YouTube, we're going to do that's where you would be. That's how you listen to this podcast. Mm-hmm. We do a bonus episode at the end of, we record 2 hours of podcast basically, but the second hour goes up on members if you're on our $10 tier. And if you guys want to join for today, we have a pretty awesome episode today. We're currently setting it up right now, so we're going to have it ready by the time we record it, but we're doing a cool TikTok trend that we saw that's called a smash cake. Basically, we take a cake and we have little images of people we would smash, characters we would smash, things like that. And we're going to introduce them slowly. We don't know what each other have chosen. We each have 10, and we're going to put them on the cake. So if you guys want to join for that, go join on members and watch it after this episode. And then go catch up on all the other members episodes that we've got, because we've got some cool stuff. So we got a lot of fun stuff. We did a League of Legends Smasher Pass. We've done some wild stuff. So go check it out. And also enjoy this episode. You know, you don't have to join on members, but I like to shout it out. But we love you guys. You guys are awesome. And we're going to have a good podcast episode today. I've been liking doing questions from the community post. Yeah. It's been nice. The questions are interesting. And it's also like directly the audience. I wish we could take questions from Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, get over in the YouTube community post and put some questions down. And then let me know you listen on Spotify so that I can know that your voice is being heard. Unless you're driving right now, then like don't do that. But if you're like about to go to sleep, because I know some of you guys do that, just go open your phone real quick, go do it, and then go back to bed. That would be great. Thanks. And then even if you like mistype it, if you're like, because you were about to fall asleep and you keyboard smash, that's also fine. So yeah, just let me know that. But anyways, that's kind of what we're going to do in today's episode. We're just going to kind of jump to some questions. We're going to have kind of a chill episode today. We're not going to rant about D&D, no. Even though that's what we did last week.
Not for a while.
It wasn't until I went and did the timestamps did I realize how long that rant really was. Doing the timestamps has made me feel that way. I've gone in and realized how long I talk about things. And I'm like, damn, I need to cut this down. Because sometimes it's like, oh, is this a tangent? No, Jacob talks about this for the next 15 minutes. Yeah. Sick. But no, the D&D conversation was like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So whatever, it needed to happen. Episode. Whatever, you know. I want to say one thing.
D&D episode.
What's that?
I want to say that I posted about it on Twitter, but now that I've had 2 sleeps to think about it, the laser pointer thing we did at the end of last Spelljammer was, I think, one of the top 5 moments in any TTRPG I've played.
I'm sorry, I was cutting out. I almost said who this is. I was only half listening. What?
Talking about Spelljammer, the laser.
Yeah. I posted about this on Twitter, but the laser pointer thing we did at the end of last cool. Spelljammer episode was one in the top 5, maybe top 10 things ever done in like a TTRPG. It was so cool. I'm
so excited.
It was so cool. I think it's because, and I hate to say this, but I think it's because my expectations were low. I think I was like, oh no, I hope this works. Not only did it not work, it was really fun and really cool. Sorry. Did I say the back?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think we just...
It did work. It worked amazingly. You guys should go watch it. It's so cool. It was so much fun. It was exhilarating. We ended that episode and I was like, I need to get my heart rate down. That was so cool. So props to you. That was awesome.
Thank you. We did test it, and I did some research a little bit on it before, but we kind of talked about it before Spelljammer, that all the stuff I did buy that I felt fairly confident about didn't arrive. Yeah. So we were kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit. So I can understand not thinking any of it was going to fucking function.
And then it delivered yesterday, the day after.
Yeah, it delivered yesterday. Yeah. And what was worse, it was all infinitely better than what I had that day. Yeah. Oh. So everything was like, it worked out great. The little mirrors I had were way better. All the stands worked out perfectly, which is good because it's also validating because I was like, well, at least I know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. But it also fucking sucked that sometimes you just get a little goofed.
It just happens. Well, that just means that you'll have to do it again. And if you don't do it again, I'm going to be sad.
That's how we'll kill Hadar.
Oh, yeah,
we have to kill Hadar with 8 mirrors.
8 mirrors.
Dude.
At some point, Spencer's hooked into like a laser show rig.
And we'll get...
I'm like, Hadar's only dead if you entertain me for 3 minutes to a Skrillex song.
For sure. I'll dance. I'll sing.
We'll also get the fog machine this time.
No.
And then we'll literally see the lasers.
I'm surprised how well, I will say, half of the way I create content is kind of split right now with stuff that I think excites me and stuff that I'm like, you know what, this isn't for fucking a viewer. This isn't really even for me. It's for my 5 players at the table and fuck everyone else. It's a little bit of a toxic trait, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Who cares? That was one of them. I was like, I know this is going to work.
Yeah.
Do I know if it's going to show up on camera? I don't think so. But honestly,
it doesn't matter.
But I think that's kind of showed up really well.
It did.
And I was actually kind of impressed about that.
I think that's kind of the beauty of like how we do things anyways, is that we kind of put that first over like, it's like, this is for my players right here, but also we are streaming this and everybody can, the viewers and the audience still get to share in that moment and that joy. They're not exactly like right there and can see everything. It doesn't matter, you know, they're there for that. And I think that's really special and really cool. So that was super awesome. I was super impressed.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys had fun. I honestly
had a great time.
I went home and had a very bad night. I was like, this was fucking dog shit. I don't know why the fuck I showed up.
Oh,
it was rough. I was like, I don't know how that went. I slept on it. I felt much better.
Yeah,
it actually kind of changed my brain chemistry a little bit because it made me think about the combat that I did on Friday, and I was just I had that same thing where I was just like, I'm so upset because Pepper did everything that I wanted to do, but like 5 times better, and not in a way that I'm like jealous, but in a way that like I can see improvement. I can learn from that and be like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I really loved it. It was really
good.
Great.
I'm glad. No, that means a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a big deal. Yeah. It's a big combat. Not necessarily is it just a big combat in general, but it's kind of an arc ending thing, and it's like a player centric arc, which is kind of important. And I don't know. I had a lot of weight towards. Plus that's Spencer's thing. Anything I do that's weighted towards you or Spencer, for some reason my brain just amplifies me and makes me super vulnerable. I think it's because you're important or something to me. But it's always a weird interaction anytime I'm doing it. I really
appreciate that.
Thank God I have Mia in my life because I don't know how the fuck I would have got through the day.
Yeah.
So it worked out. But thank you so much. I'm glad you guys had fun. That's honestly all that matters to me.
That's so cool.
I loved how freaked out you were about Indigo or the Minotaur.
That game was insane. That game is a blur right now.
Yeah.
Because
you
I was just
genuinely scared.
I was like in fight or flight the whole game. It was I've never been actually scared in a TTRPG game. I've never actually been like, oh my God, this is actually making Jacob scared.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that thing was so scary.
Oh, good.
Just like the idea of it, the concept of it, it was so cool. Oh my God, that's like one of the best. That's like one of the most memorable, amazing games I've ever played, and it was so much fun. You did great. You did amazing.
Thank you. I was talking about that with Mia.
Do you know what's funny is that I feel the same way about you when you were like, what? Hello?
Lauren is like stuck under the chair.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Got caught.
That's
yikes. Right. You keep talking. I'll figure this out.
I feel the same way towards you and Mia whenever I write something, and I'm like, oh, I hope this works. Yeah. And I'm in the same way. I'm like, I will cry at Spencer about it afterwards and be like, that was dog shit. That was bad. It didn't work. And you're like, no, it's fine. I was like, all right.
Yeah. It's about how it has to go sometimes. You just need someone to go, it was totally chill.
You said you were talking to Mia?
Mia helped out.
She did. I don't entirely remember what my thought was there, unfortunately. But yes, Mia helped out a ton. So kudos to that.
Hell yeah.
She helped get a bunch of shit in the background just together.
Cool.
Not only the practical stuff that we had to come up with last minute, but that was huge.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck did you say?
I said, because I was talking about
being spooked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember now. I was saying that. I was talking about me. I was like, I'm really glad it connected to some degree because I kind of was like, every time I introduce a version of Amara, I want to be very important that the version I introduced is canonically worse than Amara, and also canonically different than Amara.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to do this one, I was like, I want to do this zombie one, but it still has to be a caster of some kind. But I was like, okay. So then I went through every spell list essentially, and I was like, how do I make every spell super fucking scary? And I saw a magic mouth, and I was like, there's no way. Yeah. And I sat on it for a little bit, and I was like, maybe there's a way.
There's a way.
That was that was also the crazy part. You were just like, oh, and it's magic mouth. I'm like, don't, okay. You don't rope the rules into it now. That's fucking insane. That was so crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I genuinely was not like hamming it up or anything. I know it could probably look like I was. I was genuinely like, this is a horrifying thing. Like the idea of it was so like disturbing, and I loved it. Like I fucking loved it. It was so good.
I'm glad you both had
super
fun.
Effective. Yeah, all of it was very, very effective and very good. And I'm gonna sound like at first I'm gonna sound like I'm what is the word? Like I'm upset about something that happened, but I'll reassure you that I'm not. This is all going to lead to something where I'm like, I actually really enjoyed this. I've been a long time, or not a long time, but like for the past couple of years, and I made a video about it on my main channel. I've been a person who has talked about how I think one of the worst things you can do in a TTRPG is like take away a player's turn. And I was really delightfully surprised in that combat that like, there was 2 points where like I couldn't do anything, but it was fine. I was like, this is super engaging and I'm having a great time. And I was like, I don't know what you did. It kind of broke my brain. I'm like, and it was just really good. It was awesome.
I don't know. I think I have a lot of confidence in that regard. Yeah. Because you guys are super fucking powerful, and not in a way that's like D&D made you powerful, and I just got to deal with a dog that bites kind of thing.
Yeah.
I intentionally juiced you guys through the fucking roof. Yeah. So every turn kind of feels like 2 turns, which is kind of how I like to feel in general. I describe it to me a lot of the times where I like to DM like Yu-Gi-Oh likes to be a card game, where functionally everything's hitting for 1, but for some reason in Yu-Gi-Oh you hit for 1,000 because you're just adding 3 more zeros. Functionally, it's exactly the same thing. Yeah. But that's kind of how I feel. So I wonder to some degree if there's something like that where I'm like, it's me fine. Because when Kim gets his fucking turn, he's going to blow everything fucking out of the water. And some of you need 2 turns to think anyway.
Exactly. No, that was the thing. And the round went by so fast, too. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Is every turn was so quick. And there was a pattern to it. It wasn't just random. Yeah. We had seen other creatures do banishment before. The color thing had been a thing throughout the game. Yeah. It cycled. It all made sense. Like it was. I don't know. It just worked really well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I will say the banishment thing. I had several you fuckers banished, but you just didn't stay off the fucking field for very long.
No. Oh my God.
All of you were back very quickly. Yeah. I was like, God damn. I mean, sure. I know that we talked about it a little bit. I was like, wow, we are in a lethal combat. Yeah. But it was lethal in the other way too. I was like, I was like, this has to fucking, I have to really like focus. Yeah. Because if I don't, they'll fucking slit my throat. Yeah. I have to try my best here. And you did. Because if not, they're going to kick my fucking ass.
You killed 2 party members. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Yeah. I'm just, it's, I think it's helped me think more about my Strixhaven combats as well, because I have done the exact same thing. I've juiced them like crazy, but I don't know how to deal with it properly. And I'm trying to find out what that was. Yeah. And so Jin, I was like, oh, that was underwhelming. Yeah. And then we did Stella, and I was like, okay, this is more what I want to do. Yeah. I liked, as annoying as it was, I did like that the blinded condition kind of made everybody rethink their whole turns. Yeah. It just kind of, I didn't want it to like stun lock everybody and to be like, I have no idea what to do. It was like, yikes. And so instead of what was cool about this, I'm not trying to compare. I'm not trying to say like,
I mean, like that's all point of our art, right? Yeah, we're supposed to be able to like compare and contrast.
Exactly. And that's the way. It's like, I want to make sure that I'm saying that I'm looking at it in a healthy way. I'm not looking at it in a way that's like, oh, well, you did it so much better and I feel bad about it. Like, no, I feel fine. It's cool that I get to learn from this, which is cool. It was cool that like you would do something to us and then it was like, okay, now I need to think about what I'm going to do next and how I'm going to get out of this situation. And I always almost had an answer or like something that I could do, even though like my turn was gone. Yeah. It was crazy to think like, okay, the director's going to get 2 turns. I need to think about what could potentially happen on my next turn because I don't have mine right now. Yeah. Then I also need to think about who's going to be stunned on the next turn because I have defensive capabilities. I need to get next to them so that I can help them out. Yeah. And that was crazy because, and like, I'm trying to find out how to do that in like my combats where like I want everybody, I want to impede the strength and the power that my players have in Strixhaven, but I don't want to like be like, okay, you can't do anything on your turn. It's like, because we're not that you can't do anything on your turn, but there's like literally nothing you can do until you like make a saving throw, which is that's annoying, right? Yeah. But it was crazy that was true in Spelljammer, but there were still like things I could think about and things that I could do. So I'm just unraveling that a little bit. And
I do wonder to some degree also, Spelljammer items are made kind of like Fallout, like perks work.
Yeah.
And a lot of that means there's a lot of group cohesiveness. D&D has some of it, and especially for what is considered a traditional like buff caster, there's stuff you can do. Yeah. And I've tried to take that to like a huge extent. So, and it's really, really prevalent in Finn's Coalition of Cannibals perk. We can like eat his own turn away and hand that away.
It's so cool.
So to some degree, I wonder even how much I would be interested to go back and look at if you lost your turn. Yeah. Did Finn then give you part of his turn so that people were still getting aspects of their turns? Or were they getting like, I know Amara had it a couple of times where she had multiple reactions. Yeah. So I wondered to some degree if the math worked out that way. Yeah. Or people were then doing stuff. Because that's kind of how Fallout feels like with Commander, with Ferocious Loyalty. There's a lot of things where even if I'm down, my players have my fellow players have an immense amount of ability to interact with me regardless of that.
That's also how I wanted to build the Descend perks too, is that they kind of worked off each other a little bit. Yeah. And I'm starting to notice that that's like not what I got to do with Strixhaven, and instead I kind of gave that freedom to my players. But I think there's a lot of individuality with their builds, not with their characters necessarily. They work together fine, but it's the gameplay aspect of it, right? Yeah. Where like once we're in combat, it's like Dawn is going to take an enormous turn that is kind of only her. And there's not a lot anybody else can really do about it. I like that new thing that Jack did where he could like thunderstep teleport around with people. Yeah. That Mal can do that is really cool. But you're right. I am totally noticing now that like when Finn started Power Ballad, I was like, oh, if I do Handlock, now I can take people with me. And I started to think about that. I didn't end up doing it, but it still motivated me to think like, okay, I can also move not even like necessarily like perks or like abilities that you've given us, but they did help me think about this. But like within the confines of D&D, there was a lot of like, I'm thinking about giving Jennifer sneak attack. Yeah. And then I'm also thinking about using my shield ability by standing next to people too. And I don't know, just think super differently.
Yeah, it was crazy. I kind of wanted where like I always think I always call like the third phase of a boss combat just pure D&D. Like I want it to be on a board and we're just fucking going ham. Yeah. And that one was kind of like a director throw down the gauntlet kind of moment where like there was supposed to be terrain, but because of whatever we talked about previously, there wasn't terrain. But I felt really solid of it still. Yeah. Like everything felt like distance still mattered. Height necessarily didn't, but it was this weird like Wild West showdown.
It was. And it was like
everyone spread out and the field just became fucking chaotic. Yeah. I wonder to what degree it was because of people just being within threat range of stuff. So people were intentionally trying to stay away out of like certain counterspell ranges or whatever. I just wonder what that looks like. It's hard because it's such a fucking blur for me when I'm playing. That is
exactly how that combat felt. It felt like there was nothing in the way for everybody to just be like and just like explode on each other, and just like whoever can draw the fastest was like the one who's getting the hit in. And it was really that's exactly.
I had a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Super good.
I'm glad you guys all enjoyed yourself.
Hell yeah. No, I had a ton of fun. It was great.
I create for my friends.
Also, I tweeted about it and I posted like a little thing about it, and there was like 41 reposts on it and like 530 likes, which is pretty sick, and 62 bookmarks. 62 people bookmarked it and were like, I'm going to steal that.
That's cute. Well, if you do, and you also watch our podcast, use the Amazon mirrors. They're really good and they're super cheap. You can get like a bunch of them. Boom. But make sure you order them at least a month in advance.
Oh, and Emberwick, who is an artist and also made Tales from Myriad, which is a pretty cool book. Yeah. I followed them for a while. They quote retweeted it and said, "This is the untapped market of TTRPGs. Actual physicality with the real world. This kind of stuff is so much fun, and we need more of it." And I totally agree.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you not only fucking enjoying it, but also trumpeting it.
Hell yeah,
it's a big deal.
Oh my god, it's so cool. All right. Let's jump into some freaking questions, which we're doing on the
our fucking hyperfixation is appreciating one another or whatever.
Hell yeah. This question from Alex Monmon asks, how sad would you be if you or your partner just suddenly stopped having an interest in D&D. Oh, damn.
I'd be excited. Because mine would have an interest.
Yo! yeah, a soul for a soul.
Yeah.
What if I lost interest?
He wouldn't have a job anymore.
Whoa.
That would be crazy, right? Yeah, that would be probably pretty bad.
I think there was a bit a few years ago where I was like, we're playing too much D&D. Like, we needed to stop.
When was that?
When we were playing, like, every day.
Yeah, that was before we had a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a point where we were trying to play every day.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Like Ember Warriors era.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like, okay, I just got off work. Who wants to play D&D?
Yeah.
And it's like...
It was the only thing we were doing.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, I'm going.
Every time I would talk about it with someone in the shop, and I was like talking with someone's like, hey, is D&D good? I'm like, it will bite you and you'll become a fiend. And I don't mean that hyperbolically. You will become a fucking fiend that only satiates themselves on D&D.
We were too anxious to play in public for a long time. And that anxiety was gone because there was a point in time where we had nowhere to play and we had to play. Like that need of like, guys, we have nothing to do tonight and we all have the availability. We're going to play tonight. Fuck it, let's go to Game Core. And we there was a couple times we played at Game Core and it was fine. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's unbearable. That fucking shop, I swear.
Yeah.
It's a crypt. But, it's the game's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love it so much. But, yeah, we had an era with me and I and her brother and that friend group where we played a lot.
Yeah.
We'd play like 3-day weekends because half of us were teachers. So we couldn't play all the time.
Yeah.
But we could, from sunrise to sun up, Friday to Sunday, play D&D. And I'll be damned if... That was not a fucking relay race every single time.
I would be sad, but I would understand if you fell out of interest of D&D. I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
There would have to be something else much larger than D&D going on for that to happen, I think. And that would be more pressing to me, and it wouldn't even matter that you had lost interest in D&D because whatever has gotten you to fall out of that means like something really, really terrible has happened. Yeah. And that would be the most important thing. So, yeah.
You guys also do a lot of things together, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a lot of fear in it because to some degree, if she stopped, you'd be into the thing she's into too.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not afraid. Yeah, you're totally right. I'm not like, God, what am I going to do? Like, that's not how I'd feel. I'd be like, okay, well, whatever's going on with you, like I'm also there and I'm with you and like we're gonna do it together. Yeah. So it's yeah. I mean, we're just together.
Just together all the time. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't be like, oh, well, now we don't have like we still have other interests together that aren't D&D. Yeah. We'd still be happy. Like D&D isn't our source of happiness together.
No, of course not.
It is a big chunk of our life.
Yeah.
And it is very important to us.
It is a constant in our life, but
it's because it's something that it's a medium that we've used to like tell stories and also became our job and also is like this just really beautiful thing that we get to do with our friends and it is fun on its own, but like if we fell out of it, there's probably something either really awful or like something even better, and that'd be crazy. So no. Yeah,
we're set free.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Yeah. Craig 6066 asked, if you could be any color of dragon from D&D, what would you be? What would your name be? And where would you make your lair in the real world?
Kitty.
Kitty.
Tiamat
I'd be
is
kitty.
the kitty.
Yeah.
We have a Tiamat mini up there and up on our shelf, and Marcy has called it Kitty before. Oh. I want to be.
I like the lair in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That changes like every answer I have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like a red dragon, but your lair is the Black Rock building.
See, that's exactly. I was just saying. I was like, I'm gonna be an ancient red, and Trump Tower's mine.
That's great.
That's mine now.
That's awesome.
I live here.
Yeah, I would probably want to be a green dragon because then you get to live in the forest, and I would love
cool.
that. Oh, yeah. And nothing would. The only thing I don't like about the forest is that there's things there that can kill me, and it's scary.
Well,
but not if I'm a dragon.
Yeah,
not if I'm old Gnawbone. Fucking.
Yeah. What up, spiders?
Yeah. Poison, dead.
You want to tell them?
I literally can breathe out insecticide.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them about what happened
anything
yesterday?
aside.
Oh no. He says we dodged it.
Do you want me to tell? Do you want me to tell the story? Or do
No, because you're gonna fuck it up.
Oh.
You're gonna make me look bad.
No, I'll leave out. I'll leave out things.
You'll leave out things.
I'll leave something out.
You were going to make me look bad.
No. I'm just reassuring. Jacob made us dinner yesterday.
Yeah.
It was very good, and he was like, "Hey, does the air fryer on our grill outside work?" And I was like, "Yeah, it works." He's like, "Okay, how does it work?" I'm like, "You just plug it in, and there's a button on the front. You turn the power on."
Yeah.
He was gonna cook some onion rings, so I was like, "Cool." Him and Marcy went outside.
By the way, I did, and they were great.
He did make the onion rings. This still happened, but we have a little ice chest outside.
Yeah.
And it's like right next to the grill.
Yeah.
He went out there, looked down. There was a black widow on the ice chest, just got us like his little hourglass pointed out,
just setting up.
"Hey, fucker, it's me. I'm a spider. I will kill you." Jacob immediately comes back inside, and he's like, "There's a spider outside."
There's spiders that like look like spiders that are like that. It's just like tiny body, enormous legs, right? Yeah. And like those, I'm like, okay, I can figure it out. But for some reason, a black widow's like shape is so different because it has like it looks really dangerous because it is. Yeah. But it's also like its legs aren't super thin; they're thick and they look like knives. Like immediately, I looked at the legs and I felt my whole body. I was like, I almost shit myself. I felt my whole body like, and I was like, oh, and I don't remember what happened. I was inside.
Yeah.
That's nature.
Yeah.
And through millions of years of evolution, made that spider super fucking scary looking.
Yeah.
So people that were bigger than it go, fuck you.
Yeah.
No. I'm not fucking with you.
Also, you've been bitten by one before. Your fear is
valid.
So much.
It's very valid.
Also, that's the human interaction anyone would have.
Yeah.
So like the fact that you feel it is normal, and then the fact that you have a heightened one is explained.
So I came in here where we keep our bug spray. Went out there.
You went like that lady dressed as the corpse bride over the raid.
I sprayed it until it. At first, it went down. It was like, oh, I got to get away. And then it was like, no, I live here. I got to go back up. Yeah. I was like, oh, you're cooked.
That's what I hate about them, too, is that they're smarter than normal spiders. A normal spider freaks out and doesn't know where to go and then just dies. A black widow will, like, retreat. Like, it has tactics. It shouldn't fucking know that.
The ones that would like live on our trash can at our old place, they would drop when they were sprayed, and then they charge at you like, I'm gonna take you out
because it's fight or flight, and the spiders that are strong enough to know that
hide,
they can't fight.
and they also will retreat to a ground that is safer and then hide. They know how to do that. They know how to stop freaking out and be like, okay, I'm safe now. Fuck
just sprayed it till it stopped moving, and I stepped on it, and we were good.
I almost, when I saw that it went on the ground, I went and put my shoes on because I was about to come out there and fucking curb stomp it. I wanted to make sure it was dead, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
It's all right. I got him.
I got to the edge of the window. And I was like, I'm not strong enough.
That's valid. That's valid. Yeah, I don't fuck with it if I don't have an opportunity. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fuck any kind of spider. Shit's gross.
Yep. Hate that. Hated that.
There was this, not a black widow, but another spider outside on our, like, what is that called? The back porch? The thing that's built? What's that called?
The patio or whatever?
Yeah, the patio. There's like the metal bars that come down, and there's like a little gap in between. And it was there, and I was like, that's a dead spider. And I went to move it, and it was like, nope, I'm alive. And I was like, oh. Fucking bitch, you tricked me.
I don't like things living in little corners. If it's like a little corner, it's like nothing. It's too small. Nothing lives in there, and things are like, no, I do.
I live here.
No. Your
mom was like, I'm gonna come get those patio chairs because they were gonna have a yard sale, and I was like, yeah, you can go get them. I'm not touching those. Those have been outside.
Actually, that side over there is normally fine.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's exactly the patio in the backyard because we have our door, the side fence that goes around the house to the backyard. That over there is normally fine. At our old house, that's where all the spiders were. And then in the backyard area, they actually weren't there. But in this house, it's the opposite. That over there is fine. It's clean. There's nothing there. But it's like where I walk around, they're like, oh, hey, I live here. And it's like, no, fuck you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I feel that.
Hate it. Hate that. Hate that. Yeah. I hate like when like somebody will like be like in like find, I don't know what I'm trying to say. there is a small little crevice of something, and then like a billion bugs come out of it. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's the worst thing. I hate that. Anyways.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes it's not for spiders. I do know someone that is like this for spiders, but it's not that so much in our house. But sometimes one of the few things, but there are very few things about Bethany being a little skittish to come outside of her house and not come over, is that every time there's like a bug in the house, that we have to like assemble like a bug council, because Lisa's like, kill it. She's like, is it a spider? And I was like, yes. Is it deadly? She's like, I'm like, no. She's like, keep it, because it'll take care of whatever, like the other like
goodness, the bug council.
And I was like, she's like, is it a spider? I'm like, no. She's like, is it a cockroach? I'm like, no. She's like, kill it. And Bethany's like, save it.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, motherfuckers, I'm the goddamn hooded executioner, and what are you fucking gonna decide this bug's life? And I gotta either stomp on it with the Gucci slides, or I gotta put it in a Tupperware.
Nice.
That's me in this house. It's if there's a bug in the house, it's my problem.
If it's smaller than this, it's dead. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
If it's near me
and
it's smaller than
90%.
this, which is I'm saying about an inch for audio listeners, I'm killing it. I'm sorry. Yeah. But if it's bigger than that, then it's a mess. And I don't want to fuck with that. And I haven't really, I don't think there's ever been a bug in the house bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like one time I saw like it was either a cockroach or a June bug or something. And I was like, how did you get in here?
Yeah. I will say I'm a little ruthless for June bugs, because one scared me when I was a kid and I never liked them again.
They scream.
Yeah.
Why do they scream?
I think one flew close to my ear or on my ear once when I was a kid. Yeah. And I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And I think it was I had like a reverse experience with it, because I was like really into them, because my aunt would have us all over, and they put all the fences down, and we'd turn off all the lights, and they'd come to the door, and then they make noise, and we'd be like, oh, that's really cool. And I think my uncle came in and then let one in and flew in my ear, and I was like, fuck you, bug.
It's not cool. It's not cool anymore.
Betrayed me.
Yeah. That I had a bee do that when I was in first grade. There was an enormous black bee that like flew around my face and like near my ear and like landed on my head. It freaked me out. Yeah. So black bees, a normal bee doesn't really scare me that much. I'm like avoiding it. I don't want to get near it. Wasps, I don't fuck with either. I'm staying 30 feet away from a wasp at any time, so long as I know it's there. But if I see a black bee in the distance, I'm staying 100 feet away from that.
Are you talking about those giant horsefly things, or is it like an actual black bee?
It's I don't know the difference.
Because a horsefly is too big, and I could physically fist fight a horsefly.
Oh, those are like a housefly, but they're really big.
I don't know what the fuck they are. I just know that's what I've been calling them. They're just massive fucking bugs.
Yeah.
And they're like the size of like a silver dollar. Huge fucking flies.
Yeah, so these are just like, you can hear them coming down. Horseflies are just really big flies. No, I'm more talking like
the big fat.
There's bees that are like enormous.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about. I've always called them horseflies.
Oh god, I hate them so much. Yeah, they look like that, and a bee. So a bee is this big, right?
Oh.
A black bee. A black bee is like double its size. It's like this big, and I hate them. And they're fat, and they go like. They sound like that when they fly by.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one you think you're talking about. Then.
Yeah.
I always called them horseflies.
Okay.
They're fucking massive.
Yeah.
And I could physically like fist fight one.
Yeah, you
could. They sound like my neighbor has a fucking Impala. Yeah. with it dropped with the muffler dropped in the back, and it's God. I'm like, is that my neighbor, or is that a fucking
big
bee? A big bee flying down?
Yeah. I'm like, exactly it. Yeah. He pulls out boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. No,
they're way too large.
Yeah. I was walking around the block with Marcy, and I saw one, and I literally picked her up and ran. Yeah. Like a flood was coming after us.
Yeah. Those motherfuckers moved in across the street. I'm going in. They're so large they could be on the lease. I hate them.
Oh my god. They have squatters' rights.
They're so large. If I went to my house, I had to call my fucking rental company and put them on the lease. Fuck these things.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because they're really big and they make like a really big noise, and I already don't like bugs. I hate all bugs already. Some bugs I'm not terrified of, but I do not like them. If I had the option to like snap my fingers and kill every bug within 15 feet of me, I would, and that would not be good. I don't
think that would be a good superpower.
No.
You'd probably not realize how many are that close.
Yeah.
And
then you'd be immediately scared.
Could you imagine? I go like
doing this all the time,
and then it's like they fall to the ceiling, and I'm like, ah!
You would either snap every second of your life and become a nervous tick, or you never.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No worries. It also kills all the
just
bacteria.
Killing bugs.
It also kills all the bacteria in your stomach. So
all the good kind.
Everybody shits themselves.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, you guys need to eat some Activia right now.
That's what happens when you die of toxic megacolon.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's the stupidest fucking thing, but it's incredibly lethal.
Yeah. Yeah. I only kill bad spiders that'll hurt me and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Fuck mosquitoes, pieces of shit.
I hate mosquitoes, yeah. I'd be a green dragon in the forest.
Oh.
That's good. What about you?
I want to be in a forest too, but I don't want to be a green dragon.
Oh, okay. What do you want to be then?
I don't know.
You could be anything and just choose the forest.
Oh yeah. I'll be a blue one. And
okay.
I'll live in the forest adjacent to where you live in the forest, and I'll make fun of you. I'll put up signs.
Okay, well that's rude.
Put up signs.
I'll put up signs like Stinky over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you suck.
Stinky over there.
Hey. Okay, well then I'll kill your forest and put you in a desert and make you canonical blue dragon. Boom.
One of the signs says nerd.
Yeah.
You gonna be a dragon?
I accidentally hearted one out.
I'm gonna be red in Trump Tower.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Whoa.
Like, excuse me, Mr. President. I'll take that ear now.
Yeah. That you're gonna take his ear? Nothing else?
That's my fucking penance.
Yeah.
Pray I not
You're like,
take
in the
more.
fucking keys, please.
Yeah. Give me your fucking keys.
Kanai Saga asked, not a question, but I have to thank you for introducing me to Fallout. I was playing New Vegas, and it's a super fun game, and now I'm playing Fallout 1, and pretend to play 2 when I finish. Loved Fallout 0, even if I still didn't finish.
Oh.
You finished? Sorry.
No, look, there's no shame in not finishing. You can still hang out in the act and enjoy yourself, and you don't have to finish.
Yeah, you don't have to.
That's awesome. I'm really glad. That's insane to me that we got people into Fallout. That's wild.
I mean, that's the only reason I know about it.
Well, okay, that's a little more understandable, I guess. But yeah, all right. It's like
I should
enormous.
put Oxhorn on here.
Oh, you did put Oxhorn on your Smash Cake?
I tried to not put any real people.
We can do honorable mentions.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I tried not to put any
You
real
tried?
people.
Well,
like real, like named.
I only
human
put
Lord
one,
forgive me, I am
only put
not strong
one real
enough.
person, but only because
I mean,
Jacob said
there are
he
some
put a real
actors,
person.
but I tried not to. I tried to be like the character, not this person.
Yeah.
That's valid. I only.
But
did
I
one.
should have. But I was like, I should be fucking somewhat professional. And I was like, but Oxford I would have fucking put up immediately. Him, I just fat ass stogie that he smokes. He lights that shit up.
That's great. I'm glad you're into Fallout. Fallout is my the way you talk about cyberpunk is kind of my intro to RPGs. Like I played a little Skyrim, but I had played but then I immediately got into Fallout after that, and it was like whoa, this is really cool. I would kill for a not a first person shooter of Fallout. I want like a Baldur's Gate 3 Fallout game. That would be the coolest goddamn thing ever.
Be good.
And all the gamers would whine, and I would drink all their tears.
God damn.
And they're come.
They would cry, but they don't finish, unfortunately.
Nope.
No,
so
don't
finish. Thudnifer asked, which head of Tiamat is the coolest? A lot of dragon questions today.
I just did a thumbnail today with the Tiamat head.
Oh yeah, you did. That's a good thumbnail.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Red.
I like the blue one.
The red one's in the middle. It's the biggest one. The blue one's sick. Yeah.
I like the little horn.
Yeah, blue one's good.
Yeah.
I wonder if do you think they have new art of Tiamat in the new book?
That'd be cool. We have a lot of art of Tiamat.
Because the new Black Dragon's so fucking cool. It's a Black Dragon. Black Dragons are the coolest dragons. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, it has like a skull head now.
Yeah, the new Black Dragon has like a skull head.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's fucking crazy.
That's so cool. That's
like, I don't know if it's the lore, but
I like the idea that they just
like that's burned off their fucking face.
Burned off their face because they have acid.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool looking.
Yo, I love that.
Yeah, like look at that fucking thing. Look at that little fucker.
That's so
really
cool.
It goes hard.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Should have been on my Smash Cake.
The Black Dragon.
The Black Dragon?
Whoa, you and Melissa can get along there.
Yeah.
Oathkeeper65 asked, since last week was the bi-weekly contracted D&D episode, what are the best buds planned for Halloween?
I'm going to make my costume this year. I have a sewing machine. It should be here today.
Yo,
and I'm
that's
super
cool.
excited. I'm watching tutorials, and I bought a pattern, and I'm super excited.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's cool as shit.
I think they want you to talk about Halloween because I was poopying all over it 2
we
episodes ago.
We went to Joann's and Michael's yesterday. We got some stuff. There's a sprinkle of Halloween.
Yeah.
Getting out.
Marcy loves pumpkins.
She does.
She walks around every time she sees a pumpkin. She goes, pumpkin.
It's 'cause we have
but she does call it
Halloween books. She's trying.
Pumpkin.
It's new.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time she's been sentient enough to see what a pumpkin is and go, I recognize this
love
thing.
that.
When we took her to the pumpkin patch last year, she was really interested in the pumpkins. She wanted to pick them up. Most of them were too heavy for her to pick up. So I feel like when we go this year, she's going to have a lot of fun.
She'll be like,
Girl loves... I think Marcy has an emotional attachment to fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
Because she just really, really likes watermelon and apples. And anytime she sees them, she's like, that's my thing. And I love that. And I'm going to say it. Yeah. And especially today.
Poor thing.
She likes apples, but she doesn't like the skin on them anymore. She spits them out and then she eats the inside. And fine, but she leaves apple skin that has been chewed all over the house. Bad. So I've started peeling her apples.
Yeah.
But it's time consuming. And she wants the apple right now.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, we had this really cool thing where you could put the apple on a little spit and you would spin it and it would cut it for you and it would peel it. And I loved that thing. We got one and I put it on our KitchenAid and I was like, now she can also have this. And she went apple this morning. I was like, yep. And watch, I'm going to make you a cool apple. And I went and I put it on and I started it up and she started screaming and crying.
Horrified.
She was not afraid. She was not sad. She was horrified. She was like, no! And I was like, whoa. And I stopped and I was like, what's wrong? She was like, no. And I like took it off. I was like, look, it's peeled down. She was like, spiralized. No. She hated it. I was like, it didn't like, it wasn't giving like she was scared of the KitchenAid or that she was upset that I did her apple incorrectly. It seemed like I just brutalized the apple and she was like, that was my friend and you killed him. I was like, I'm so sorry. I thought you would love this. And she was so upset. And I just gave her a normal apple and she was fine. Yeah, but like she was very upset. Yeah. So I guess the apple peeler's for me now. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, look, it's a spiral. She was like, no. And I was like, I don't know what you want. I'm sorry I've done this to you. Anyways. We have big Halloween plans.
Yeah. I'd probably have a party. Take Marcy trick-or-treating.
Winner.
And we have to have like triple the candy we had last year. I guess we have a lot of kids in our neighborhood because we had no candy, and then half the kids couldn't get candy at our house. I was like, well, guess we're going to be the big house on the road with a bunch of candy.
We do go pretty hard in the front yard. So I feel like people are like, if you're buying all of this stuff for your yard, you're probably buying a bunch of candy. You want people to show up.
Yeah, that's true. We should probably do that.
I also was pretty high last Halloween. Yeah. So I think I was just like, here you go.
Oh my God, yeah. I was pretty drunk last Halloween. That's right. Yeah. So I made everybody do a shot of tequila, and you know what? Everybody did it. It was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Well, not everybody. Some people did Malibu rum.
That's better. Tequila tastes like dog.
Yeah. Anyways,
like dog.
Tequila tastes great.
Bad.
Yeah, not good.
That's ass, my guy.
Gin also tastes like shit. By the way, so I don't put your both in bunch right now.
Good.
John Yanan asked, "How's Berserk going? I'm on book 36, and I don't want it to end." That's crazy. Sorry. Crazy thing to say about Berserk.
I was like, that's a big ass book. But I was like, oh, it's probably
it's the little ones.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is in relation to where I am.
I don't know where you are, but I did kind of fall out of reading it a little bit, but I'm gonna get back to it pretty soon.
I did explain to him some of the stuff that happens.
I know already, but you just kind of went more in detail. But that's because I'm watching that old man and his daughter. Old man, he's just an older guy. He's like this dad and his daughter who are reading through it right now, and I guess the daughter's read through it before, and he's so innocent about it. And he's at first he doesn't like it, but then he gets into Golden Arc and he loves it. And Casca is his absolute favorite character. He stopped reading for a few days because she almost fell off the cliff. We're not even close to the eclipse, and the comments are horrific. Every time you open the comments, they're like, don't do this to him. Unk is gonna die. And I was like, oh no. Yeah, and they're like, this is like masterclass edging. Like the comments are always crazy because he's so positive about it. He's like, so Casca's all right, and I'm really happy. And everybody's like, stop! Save him! And I'm really involved in this because I not only do I love him, but like it's a lot of fun. But also like it's just been a fun song of his daughter, just introducing him to like anime and stuff.
Yeah.
His favorite's Attack on Titan, and I was like, my man. So
solid.
Yeah, but it makes sense why he likes Berserk. Yeah. Yeah. Demon Pac-Man asked, if you woke up as one supernatural creature, it doesn't necessarily have to be in D&D, which one do you think you would change into, and how would it affect your life? Cryptids count. Cryptids count? Yeah, I'm gonna be the Fresno pants.
I want to be the pants.
I'm gonna be those pants. That's dude.
Dumb.
Dude, we have one cryptid.
I want to only turn into the pants at night.
We have
and then just be in my yard.
We only have one in the Central Valley. We only have one fucking cryptid, and it's those pants.
Yeah.
Not even ours. They're fucking Fresnos. And it's pants, dude. What? Yeah. That'd be kind of funny though. I'm a cryptid, but I look like pants.
But yeah. Oh, what else is there?
I would also like to be the ones that the cryptids at Big Sur, the shadow people, where they appear through like the smoke and the mist, which is apparently like an optical illusion when somebody is standing kind of like you can be on a mountain like miles away, but because of how the sun refracts, it can look like your shadow is like next to somebody who's miles away because the sun will push through like the mist and stuff. Yeah. But it's these cryptids of like shadow people, and that one's also really funny to me because the concept is super scary. But then like when you read about them, it's like, oh, like a man in a hat and a mustache, and I'm like, I'm sorry, fucking 1920s. Hello, I'm the Shadow Man. Is up on the mountain. All right.
I will say, if you're going to Big Sur will fucking warp your mind.
Really?
Big Sur fucking sucks. It is so frightening. For a ton of other reasons. And then you get a little supernatural. I'm like, I'm going to jump off.
Really? I've never been.
Oh, it's fucking horrifying.
Yeah. Why?
Everything's terrible.
Why is it horrifying?
You drive on like Highway 1 all the way up. And you just keep going up until your car physically passes clouds. You drive into clouds.
Wow.
Not fog, clouds.
Cool.
And then you leave, and then the road is practically eroded because a giant sequoia refuses to fall down, and its roots have attached itself to the fucking roadside. And you're driving this close to the edge, and they're actually just a sheer drop.
Oh my god!
And that's the entirety of Big Sur.
Oh, that is horrifying.
If you like, oh, my $1 billion home is put on this cliffside. I don't care about climate change. That's Big Sur.
Yeah.
Every fucking mega million mansions up there is attached to something, and one of these days,
oh my god,
erosion's going to take the whole fucking thing with it.
That tree's going to fall and take everything with it.
It's misty because you're in clouds.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Big Sur's scary as shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. And they called it Big Sur.
You're like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Oops, I fell down a cliff.
Yeah.
Shoulder? What shoulder of the road? One's a sheer cliff up, the other one's sheer cliff down.
Yeah. That is terrifying.
Big Sur's scary just for a billion other like practical reasons.
And then you can add some
Then I'm like, oh, there's a ghost out there too?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. That's the thing. People who just go up there and they're already scared. So they're like, oh, there's probably ghosts up here too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, great, there is a way out.
Being Bigfoot would be kind of fun.
Just walk around?
Yeah. There's a cryptid that I'm going to use in the next Fallout campaign.
Is it
really?
Bigfoot?
Is it Bigfoot?
Yes.
Can I be his friend?
But there's another one I'm going to use too.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of there's Bigfoot sightings in Washington.
Right.
But there's also another type of Sasquatch sightings in Washington, and they have a whole mythos about it.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's a bat version of Bigfoot called Bat Squatch.
Bat.
Oh.
It's Bat Squatch.
It's unfortunate.
Bat Squatch is kind of cool, guys.
Yeah.
His name's not very cool.
Can he fly?
Bat Squatch? It's kind of cool.
Can he fly?
He's a bat. Of course he can.
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe he's too heavy.
So why is he a Squatch?
Because he's a Sasquatch, but he's a bat.
So he has bat wings and like
Mothman?
Squatch legs?
Yeah. Like imagine Bigfoot, but he's
Hang
a
on.
bat.
What's a Squatch?
It's a you know what?
Is that not just Mothman?
No.
Yeah.
Moth. You think a moth and a bat are the same thing?
Yeah.
No. What are you?
Like,
No. You can't be out here telling me monkey, ape are different, but moth, bat are the same.
No, but like Mothman is a moth and a man, right?
Uh-huh.
But if he's just a bat.
Sasquatch is not a man. Sasquatch is its own thing.
Sasquatch.
He's human shaped.
Oh my god.
The fuck is a Squatch?
I just explained Sasquatch.
And what the fuck's a sass?
Yeah.
He's not two different things.
No. If they can say bat squatch, then that means bat is something and squatch is something, which means sass is something.
The common name Sasquatch comes from the Salish Sasquatch, while the this doesn't make any sense.
Excuse me.
While the Algonquin of the north central region of the continent refer to a Witico or a Wendigo. So it's a lot of different names.
Okay.
Here, I'll go to the Wikipedia where we can trust all the information here.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that the main picture of Bigfoot is very clearly a dude in an ape costume. That is the Halloween star.
That's him.
People were just doing that shit like in the 70s.
They were.
Like that's fucking real.
Yeah.
People want to talk about how fucking gullible fucking like kids are because of the internet. Motherfuckers, they put one photo on a paper and everyone's like Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's real.
It's him.
That's
Sasquatch.
real. In fact, I've seen him. I've seen him. Everybody's
in the
seen
mist.
him.
Yeah, the
big sir.
I've seen a big man out there. And a big this is really long, but I'm pretty sure I'm not a Sasquatch schooler, but I'm pretty sure it's that like like humans evolved into humans, but then there's
like a cousin.
It's like a cousin that is related but not entirely human. Humanoid, but he's not like half man, half monkey. He's his own thing.
All right.
So Bat Squatch would also be its own thing.
I see.
But it also mutate. But here's the thing: it's silly and stupid.
Right.
But you put some Fallout into it, and you just make it because they do that in Fallout all the time.
That
where
makes
like,
sense.
what if we put a man in a bat?
Yeah.
I like the idea that they found Sasquatch like before the bombs dropped. They just had a bunch of them, and then they were like, what if we made him into a bat too? That'd be kind of sick. So I don't know.
No, I think it's solid for a monster idea for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. But in real life, it's silly.
I don't know. I just don't know what Squatch is, and honestly, I always had the impression there's multiple Sasquatches.
Is he caked up? Bigfoot's obviously caked up. So yes, but like, are you guys scared of Bigfoot? Is that like a scary cryptid to you? No, it's not. Not to me either. It's like just a big guy. Like if I was near him in the middle of the forest,
just a guy that doesn't want to hang out in society.
Nobody's died to Bigfoot. I mean, like people have gone missing in forest before, but you think like a guy that big, like you would have found something. But like so many people see him, but like don't die to him.
There's scarier things than any cryptid.
Yeah.
Cryptids are like creepy. It's not quite scary.
No, he's just a guy.
Cryptid. Yeah, I don't think cryptids really
there aren't many
scare
cryptids
me.
I'd say that would spook me.
I think skinwalkers scare the fuck out of me.
Well, yeah.
But I think it's the concept of them. It's the same thing with Spelljammer. It's the idea of mimicry is very frightening to me. I don't know why. I think it's because I already second guess myself and have social anxiety to a way. So a creature using that to their advantage to try to do something harmful to me is very scary because I would totally fall for it.
And also the fact that it knows how to mimic someone that you know means that it's been watching you.
That's the the implications to it. That's the part that's really scary.
And that it wants to hurt you.
And it preys not on your fear, but it preys on your emotions. That's the part that gets me too, because all humans want to connect with other humans. That is like a baseline form of what it means to be like a person, is that like you care or have thoughts and feelings about other people, right? So the fact that it preys on that is terrifying. I don't know. It's just very like core. And I'm like, I don't know what I would do. But it's very obvious. It's like, okay, that's not them, but it's like, I don't know if I would.
Does Sasquatch speak English?
No, I think he speaks Sasquatch.
Let's
find out.
Yeah. Has anyone ever talked to him?
Wait, you think? Oh, hang on.
Has anyone ever talked to Bigfoot?
Hey, what's up?
No. Has anyone ever said like, not only did I see him, but I talked to him?
Yeah, he spoke to me. He
like how people are like, I was abducted by aliens, and they spoke to me.
And they gave me like a fucking prophecy.
Yeah.
Where's the Bigfoot prophecy?
And I lived on their planet, and they were hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of no. I think he makes sounds.
Right.
I see.
But I think he is intelligent.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think there's a Bigfoot, and some people think there's a bunch of Bigfoots.
Right.
And
it has to be, right?
There has to be, and they communicate with each other. That to me, if I were to believe in this, is like more likely that there's a bunch of Bigfoots.
Right.
And they don't, and apparently they make like sounds. Or they're like,
yeah.
Like Amara going into the dimension door. Yeah. Into the vanishment. Yeah.
I can't believe that spell got off, by the way. I can't believe it. That fucking flurry of counterspells.
I could counterspell this, but I've already counterspelled like everything else. that can't be that bad. And then you're like, feeble mind. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I was like, I had to cast this other spell and try and
Yeah.
bait out the guidance spell first so I could cast the second spell I want.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, feeble mind. You're like, okay.
Okay.
I was
I'm like, I'm stupid now.
All right, we're gonna do our last question, which I really like. They did this on Smosh Mouth, and not Smosh Mouth. They did it on they have another podcast Smosh does now, where it's Ian and Anthony, and it's called Breakfast with or Lunchtime with Smosh. It's pretty funny. They record episodes randomly around their office, and one of them they did in like the bathroom. It was pretty good. Weird. Anyways, this was a really funny bit, so I also wanted to talk about it. What is your dream/nightmare blunt rotation? Let's do dream blunt rotation. All right, you just have to go through your thoughts and feelings. Okay, Spencer, number one.
Dolly Parton.
Okay. Getting past two. Let's do everybody. I'll go to me next. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
It's pretty good.
How many of them are there?
It's endless. It's an endless blunt rotation.
Endless.
Yeah.
I'll take Kojima then.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Oh God, I don't know. Gerard Way.
Josh Sawyer.
Does that have to be alive?
No.
Oh, can they be dead?
I want H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh fuck, that's pretty good.
Oh, I don't know. Who's a dead guy? That's fun. Oh, I don't know. Matthew Mercer.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
fuck. I was gonna say that, then say someone else, and then say John Wilkes
I
Booth.
was gonna say John Wilkes Booth.
Oh my God! Why do we all go to the same place? I
He was like,
anymore.
I have to
Quick,
create, I
who's
have
the
to
next in the
create some
blow rotation?
drama.
I don't know. You can have fucking Guillermo then.
Oh, that's good.
Who else? Whoever like invented Dr. Pepper.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
I don't know who.
Yugi, but the Millennium Puzzle is activated, and it's
we
Yami.
can do fictional people.
Yami. All right,
Oh
your turn.
fuck, the fictional. I don't know. I don't know.
You know?
No one.
No fucking clue.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm out now.
Oh my God.
Mine's over.
Keep going.
Oh, specifically Breath of the Wild Link.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
It's going in the same vein. Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one? The fucking Seth Rogen one?
No. Like Mario Party Donkey Kong.
I see.
Sasquatch.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Sasquatch.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Sasquatch is pretty good. I'm gonna say the peanut butter jelly time banana.
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let's see. I don't know. I can only think of Attack on Titan characters now because I'm looking at your
Then
stupid
say one.
backpack.
Then say one.
Hanji.
Lando Calrissian.
That's good.
This is a weird like sub game in its own. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to get high with?
well, that and, like Last Man Standing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You better pick one.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, what's his name? Arthur Morgan.
That's great.
That was really good.
Marcus from Fallout, the super mutant.
Oh, Superman.
I was just talking from Gears of War.
I don't know anymore. Who else would I want to get high with? I think you win.
Damn.
Yeah.
My next one was going to be Karlak.
Karlak's a good one.
You have quite the little group.
Yeah, that would be my... All right, Nightmare
John
Blunt
Wilkes Booth.
rotation, and then we're going to go to the
Nightmare?
bonus episode. Okay, ready?
Nightmare.
Okay. In the same vein as Attack on Titan, Levi, because he would just be really annoying about it the whole time. He'd be
Yeah.
like, no, and then he wouldn't act high. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bad?
Yeah, Nightmare. Like, you don't want to have a blunt rotation with these people.
I don't know. Like, probably Betty White. Like dead still.
She's in her coffin.
That's crazy, yeah.
Betty
That's
White,
pretty
but like reanimated ghoul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makima from Chainsaw Man.
Andrew... Wow.
I'm scared of her.
Wow, it is really... My brain is expanding now.
Andrew Jackson. The
The guy in the
president.
20?
President?
The president, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Joe Biden would be fun.
Yeah.
That's in your Nightmare?
Yeah,
Yeah, he would probably die.
Yeah, he'd probably he'd be a problem.
Lin-Manuel.
That was a good one. Yeah. He'd torture you the entire
What?
time.
He'd sing the entire time.
I just said it, Andrew Jackson, Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You.
Yeah.
I want every character from Sweeney Todd, but the one that Johnny Depp is in. It's a really bad one. I actually not seen the other one, but I hate that one.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of goth white people.
Yeah, it's a bunch of terrible fucking little bastards, and they all eat meat pies.
Jake Paul.
Oh, that's really good.
Fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
That was really good.
Oh, I've been stun locked. Oh, this is really hard. Freddy Krueger.
I want Sonic Chew, but not actually like Christian.
Just Sonic Chew?
Yeah, Sonic Chew.
That's all right. Yeah. That makes sense for sure.
Jeez. I don't know. My mom.
Oh yeah, the kids from Dragon Tales.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah, I don't want that.
That's really funny. You know that
I always hated the dragon that had the 2 heads.
I was about to say that I hate those fucking people. The you know the Bear's Big Blue House or whatever. But
the mouse.
The mouse.
Yeah.
The mouse
oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Scary.
The guy who voiced Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Jeff Cummings.
I'd be afraid that he'd do the voice.
He's also Tigger.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm sure he's
also in Skyrim.
What?
As
Tigger? Parthenax. No, that's Mario. Mario is Parthenax.
What?
The guy who voices Mario also voices Parthenax. The guy who voices Winnie the Pooh and Tigger is also in the game, but he's just like NPCs.
Oh no, I think he's probably really really sweet old man. I'm just.
It may be Jim Cummings. Sorry.
Isn't he the puppeteer?
No. No. That is another. That's Jim No, I almost said Jimi Hendrix. That's not.
No, I was just saying. No, you're right. I'm wrong. I don't know what their name is other, but you're right.
I understand.
It's Jim something.
Henson?
Nicol Bolas.
Yeah. Fuck it. Whoa.
Oh man,
Magic characters. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny actually. I want to do Domri Raid, but before Planeswalker. So this is the spark at night. Yeah, this nightmare is the spark.
He dies. He doesn't get de-sparked. He straight up dies.
No, but before the spark ignites.
Okay. He's just fucking whatever. He's just some guy.
This is how his spark ignites.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
I didn't put any magic characters on there either.
I actually didn't either. So
fucking waste.
I thought you were gonna put that dragon.
I do have a dragon on there.
Okay, all right. Nightmare.
So,
I still got a couple in the chamber.
The grandma from the Addams Family.
Evan Hansen.
That's a good one.
The fictional character, or the guy who plays him.
Both.
Both, but it's like
both actually. Yeah.
One's
the
one's
worst,
the actor, and a couple hits in, then he turns into Evan Hansen.
I was about to say no. It's worse if he's playing him. It's him playing him. He
has to play it.
And he's like, we're like, dude, just be yourself. And he's like, no, I'm Evan Hansen. Words fail.
Oh, he's like, he gets stuck in the role?
Yeah. That's the nightmare.
Emma, but she's only in that cringe persona she does.
Oh, no. With Anthony?
Yeah. With Anthony?
It's just
that's actually in my dream rotation, I think.
It's just that sliver aspect of her. She can't, she doesn't switch.
Like in her,
there's also no other version. It's just the homunculus with that personality.
Is it it's her pick-me persona.
Yeah.
Oh man, a Pikmin should have been in the.
Pikmin, that'd be funny.
Clint from Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Oh no! I think I've run out. I think I'm tapped.
I'm tapped. You win.
I win.
You win the nightmare.
You have to say the last one though.
I said Clint.
Say one more.
Oh, Sandy Cheeks.
What?